Do you want to support me while also getting some cool WWE swag? Well, now you can, because I am an affiliate of WWEshop.com. Just head to the link in the description of this video, click that little bad boy, and it will bring up WWE Shop. Purchase as normal, whether it's shirts, whether it's championship titles, whether it's memorabilia, anything you want on WWE Shop, as long as you use my link, because doing so will give me a commission off your purchase. Therefore, you can support me and rep the WWE's latest swag all throughout their shop. So just head to the link in the description of this video, purchase as normal, and you're also supporting me. Looks like I'm brushing my hair.
Then. I was distracted. It looks like you're brushing your rat's tail. You're just like
it's
one
like,
of those.
I look like Obi-Wan Kenobi. You know Obi-Wan Kenobi? He's from Star Wars. Ugh.
I've never seen Star Wars.
You need to watch it. I always have to watch shit that you put me through. Why can't you watch Star Wars?
When you become the recommend king, you can.
Well, I will.
I don't think I've got Star Wars in me.
No, you do. I had to watch the whole first season of Glee. You can watch a Star Wars movie.
Better for it.
No,
you should see. You should see. You thought that was etched at the start, season 1. We're almost finished season 4 at the moment,
How the fuck are you still watching that show? It's been weeks.
We've been in and out of it. We've been watching other stuff and whatnot.
No, I watch one thing at a time.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of time, you know.
Sure, but Jesus.
But Tuesday night's Raw night, so we can't watch any then. Wednesday night we do this, and then I watch the 1% Club, so don't have time then. Tomorrow night footy's on, so we won't have time then. Friday night footy's on.
Footy.
So yeah, but you reckon season 1 was a bit on the nose?
I know it gets worse. Yeah,
it gets worse, but it should. Like, time's moving forward, so that the things should be getting, like, the on the nose bit should be getting narrower, you would have thought, but it's getting probably worse.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Anyway, how's your car?
Oh, my car's fine now.
You had to bail on my birthday party.
I was not impressed.
It was...
Yeah.
So we played bowling a couple of games with my best friend and my cousin and their partners and your bestie. I don't think I won either game. I know your bestie won the first one. And then I think I was winning most of the second one, but then didn't. And then it was arcade time. And you know what I'm like at an arcade. I'm like a kid at an arcade. And but you'll never guess how devastated I was. You know the Avengers coin machine that I was absolutely hooning in Perth? Out of order.
Oh, rough.
Then there was only one of the 3 coin machines, the Wizard of Oz coin machines. Only one of the 3 was working.
Great.
And there was people on it, so I was like, we'll go do something else and we'll come back to it. Then my best friend Tyson got on there, absolutely pumped it full of coins, broke it.
Nice.
So I didn't get to play any coin machines.
Do you know there's a game show based on that coin machine thing on television?
Tipping Point?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got my love of quizzes and my love of tipping coins over the edge. I should go on it.
Right. Yeah, you'd be pretty good. Well, probably.
All the coin machines broken. Didn't get to play any coin machines, but found a similar type thing where you had to push balls off the edge. And won like 4,000 tickets. So
no big deal. Yeah.
Got myself a Cody Rhodes pop. Another one, Bruise Cody.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah, sick. Yeah, I didn't get to go. I had to message you on Friday night because that's when it all happened. And I was like, for fuck's sake. I tried so many options too of trying to get people to take me to Adelaide and no one would. So, yeah, it was a great fucking time. Just sat at home. It's wonderful. It was,
yeah. So I was a bit disappointed that the arcade was all out of my favourite machines, but it was still fun nonetheless. I'm so bad at bowling.
I'm real good at bowling. I love bowling. I haven't been bowling in like probably like 3 or 4 years. I fucking love bowling. I love going bowling. It's the best. The vibe in a bowling alley is so cool with the lights and the music. I love it. I love it. I love it. I was really excited to go.
I just don't have the concentration span for bowling. It's just everything else is so like flashy and gets my attention away from what we're actually there for. And then I try to do like funky things with the ball to make it spin, and then that goes badly. So, I think if I concentrated, I could be okay, but I don't concentrate.
Yeah, that's fair. So. I froth it, and I get really into it, and I'm very competitive, and I just really like bowling, but say la vie.
So obviously I had the golf day Friday last week.
Yeah.
Which was fun. It was a good day was had by all, mainly me. And so played golf all day Friday. That was good. And then had a golf lesson Saturday morning with your bestie. We went for a joint golf lesson, trying to get her into golf to see if she could, fell in love with golf and then wanted to come play golf with me more. I did say golf a lot of times in one sentence, didn't I?
You did. Yeah, you did.
It was impressive, if nothing else. So we went for a golf lesson.
I'm going to guess that she didn't love it.
She didn't. You're right.
Yeah, I was going to say, you had to think about it, so it's a no.
No, so I think a lot of it was like, I don't know if you've ever been to a driving range.
It's something I've probably missed in my lifetime, Ray.
Okay, so a driving range is a pretty busy place, right? So there's people, I reckon there would have been about, 20 or 30 people there with us. We were like first cab off the rank as soon as it opened, and there's still that many people there, all hitting balls.
That's awful.
And at that time of morning, it's the people that actually are really into golf. I think what she struggled with, not to put words in her mouth or talk for her, is that everyone around watching her, like, not being able to do it. Like, because...
Yeah, no, I get that.
Because when he was with me, the guy, like the teacher, he was just showing me a few little tips to try and make my swing better. Whereas he was having to show her from the start. And there's so much to think about that she was like, I don't know if everyone's looking at me, watching me, how shit I am. And rah. She actually, for first time and like trying to break it down, was pretty good. But I don't know. I think it frustrated her more than anything. And
yeah, right.
Has said that she wouldn't mind the walk of like golf, going for a golf course and walking around. But yeah.
Sure.
I don't know if playing's her thing. But it was worth a try. Something different,
Yeah, something. Yeah, I was going to say, you're doing something different, which is nice. So, I mean, more power to you.
Also, I know I'm just on a rant here at the moment.
Go for it.
I spoke last week about doing the 100Ks.
Oh, yeah.
The bike Brockman.
Mm-hmm.
So I've set up my bike. I'm going to start some content soon to try do that. But I think me and Cream committed to a triathlon on Project on Monday night. So we're going to be doing it for charity, and we're going to try plan it big.
I can't shit on it then.
I don't really know how I got it. It started with a conversation of me and Cream rocking up to the Masters Games and trying to win a medal at the Masters Games at just a random sport. And then somehow that turned into we're going to do a triathlon for charity. Which I don't know. A triathlon doesn't sound fun.
No. One of the things I can't even do, so...
Yeah, that's true. One of the things at the Masters Games, like, could you imagine how fun it would be to rock up at fencing in the Masters Games and then just sword fight some old guy?
Fencing, the only thing I know about fencing is from The Parent Trap, when Lindsay Lohan does it to Lindsay Lohan.
That reference is lost on me.
You have never watched the fucking Parent Trap. I've never watched movies, and I've watched The Parent Trap. We're not that far apart in age.
Yeah, I know, but I guess I'm not a big Lindsay Lohan guy.
But I mean, it's The Parent Trap. When did that movie come out? I'm going to look it up. I know it's a remake of an old movie, obviously. 1998.
I was 8 years old.
Yeah, you were ripe age for The Parent Trap. It had obviously Lindsay Lohan, who was both of them. Had Natasha Richardson.
Okay.
Dennis Quaid. No, okay. Yeah. Anyway, Lindsay Lohan fences with Lindsay Lohan in it because she plays both the twins.
Okay, I believe you. I got a
Everyone's
question.
Everyone's gonna get actually really mad at you for that. I can imagine. I'm not kidding.
231 is the number today.
Oh yeah.
If you were a kitchen utensil, which one would you be and why?
Oh, God. It's something useful, but also isn't.
I'm going to go with the tongs. And I'm going to go with the tongs, but a specific set of tongs. Do you know when you go to someone's kitchen and they've got like I don't know what the material is on the end of them, but they've got like a plastic or silicon coating on the end?
Sure.
But it's like burnt off a little bit, like melted a bit at the end and a bit shitty at the end.
Yeah.
That's me. Because like I've got what I'm good at, but people use me for other shit and ruin me. So that's why I've got the burnt little edges and shit like that. It's for people mistreating me.
I would probably be like a butter knife. Because like, no, hear me out.
I was going to say not sharp. I don't know.
No. Because like you just call me fucking stupid. It checks out a little bit. No. A butter knife is like people will use you, right? Like for what you're intended to be used for, which is a butter knife. But they'll also try to cut a piece of steak with it sometimes. It doesn't fucking work.
Yes.
That's me.
Correct. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly why I'm the burnt bit of tong.
I have those
mistreated
tongs. They're purple. And I know exactly what you're talking about. They've got that shit on the end that you just like don't really know why that's there. But it's there, and I still use them for everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's something, I guess.
Sure.
Oh, shit.
Pair of tongs and a butter knife.
I just...
Pair
of tongs and a butter knife.
That's probably going to be the title of this episode, by the way. Yeah.
It is the title of the pod.
Yep.
Are you a goals guy?
What do you mean? Like, do I kick goals?
No. Do you set goals?
Oh, I mean, I would love to say yes, but not kind of. I don't really know how to answer that because I guess so, but also no. Like I do in some areas of my life, but like, I guess in a general sense, yes. I don't really know. I know that's like long-winded, that answer, but I honestly don't know how to answer that.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean, because I'm a bit the same. Like, I'd love to set goals and stick to goals and break them. Like, I've listened to plenty of things where people go on about how you set a goal, then you break it down into mini goals and you tick it off.
Sure.
And I'd love to be like that, but I'm just not. But then again, I find that I work better when I've got something that I'm working towards. So it's a real juxtaposition of like, to work my best, I need to have something to work towards, but I'm too almost laid back to set a goal and stick to it that much.
I get too I find if I set myself goals, sometimes I get too hyper focused on that goal and I push everything else out of the way to achieve that goal, and it's not worth it sometimes. So I find I'm the opposite of being laid back. I'm too focused on it then, and it's at the detriment of everything else in my life, and I just get depressed because of it. So
keep standing forward. I don't know. Is that the opposite of laid back? Standing forward.
That joke has gone straight over my head.
It wasn't a joke.
Oh.
I was just trying to work out what the opposite of laid back is.
Straight over my head. Here's a little yarn. It's not great, but so I have an alt account on Twitter that not everybody follows because it's basically a little bit more of a personal account. You know, I put like my actual thoughts and feelings. So like I have an alt account. So don't try and find it, everybody, unless you want me just telling you how my brain works. Basically though, I put something out on it today, like basically like an hour before recording, because it it's a little bit of a roller coaster, so get ready. So, the last like few days, chatting with a nice friendly guy. He seemed well, so I thought. He seemed like a friendly person. And I was like, cool. And he was very big on like, you know, there's people in the world that like, they don't like texting. They would prefer to talk to you over the phone.
Yeah, they can't be trusted.
Yeah, so from the start, he was like, we should talk on the phone. And I'm like, nah, let's just chit chat for a little while. Then, you know, I'll compromise and we can talk on the phone after a little while. You know, just to get the vibe. I don't want to be talking to someone on the phone that I don't know. And like, we weren't like, nothing was, let me just preface with this person, because some people think just automatically it's sexual. It was not. It was just like, yes, that's where we first interacted, was on one of those apps. But like, just chit-chatting about life. You know what I mean? It was just like, this is kind of nice. So everything was great. He was very funny. He was very sweet to me. He's honestly very cute. But regardless, he was like, from the start though, I really want to speak on the phone. And again, I was just like, nah, let's just chat for at least a couple of days, and then we can have a conversation on the phone if we really, really want to. I'm not big on the phone conversation unless like I'm best friends with you. I don't really like talking on the phone. That's just me. Anyway, so I was like, fuck it. Let's just talk on the phone. So today we talked on the phone because I was like, cool, let's fucking do this. So, because you never know. Who knows? Could be the love of my life. You never know. I was fucking very wrong. So I'm not even kidding. Within,
I was going to say, it sounds like it wasn't.
No, because I probably would have opened the fucking show with being like, I'm in love.
Yeah.
So within, I'm not even kidding, about 30 seconds of the conversation, he trauma dumped a bunch of shit on me about his life, just oversharing everything about his life. And I was like, in my head, I was like, oh God, he has not, I think I'd said hello and how are you before he just went. By the way, he was talking to me in public. He was in a food court. So he's saying a lot about his life in a food court. But even in the back of my head, I was like, you know what? I've been there before where you've just sometimes had to blurt out something to anybody. So I was like, cool, I'll just put up with this for a little while, just listen to his life story, basically. But this is where it gets really fucking bad. Like, really fucking bad.
Yeah.
Not kind of bad. This isn't like jokey, like you're going to laugh, like you're going to be like, oh no. So basically, he told me that his family was a bunch of like narcissistic, just like horrible people. And I was like, that sounds awful. He turned that into using his trauma from his family into a story about how he can't trust any Chinese or Asian person. Hold with me now. He goes, I'm literally will never forget. This is the exact thing that he said. I wrote it down because I was like, this is fucked up. The quote he uses says, I can only be friends with white Australian people from now on after every Chinese or Asian person has done me dirty.
Is he Asian?
No. He is a blonde white man.
It wasn't me, everyone.
It was not Ray. So I went kind of a little bit silent after he finally shut the fuck up. And he was like, are you there? And I was like, yeah, but let me fucking hold you right there. Like, let me cut you off real fast. And he was like, what? And I was like, it's not cool, basically, A, to be a fucking racist. And I said, any person of any race can be a good or bad person. Stop using your personal experiences that you've had with just one specific race to fucking racially profile an entire race because your experience. And he got really aggressive, and I hung up and I blocked him, like, in a heartbeat.
Yeah, good idea. Sounds like a great person.
What the fuck is my luck? I have no luck in any kind of dating sense or just meeting genuinely sane people that want to go on a date with me. It's fucking fucked up. It makes me I'm just so over it. I hate to be that person that's like, I hate men. But I hate most of them. No offense.
Yeah, it's fine. We're all dogs.
I'm just like, why do you have to be a fucking racist? Like, it's not even like, oh, you just got some bad quirks about you. Oh, it's so cute. You got some things that no, you're just a fucking racist. Like a genuine racist.
Oh, he's just a little bit racist, but it's endearing.
Yeah, it's endearing. I can fix him. No, it's not. I was like, me who can talk underwater. Well, I can't swim, but I could talk underwater.
You'd have to, because you're not swimming back to the top.
Exactly. So I could talk underwater, and I went speechless, and he literally had to ask if I was still on the other end of the conversation.
It's
so fucked up.
So bad. But like, I know it's probably not as funny for you because you lived it, and maybe in a week or so it will be, but
it probably will be in a week or so. It'll just like add to the list of fucking fucked up things that have just like that's like genuinely the most fucked up in the sense of just like, not only was I very wrong that he was sweet and funny and whatever, this guy wasn't just like that wasn't a great conversation. He is just an outright racist.
Yeah. No.
Also, again, preface, he was in a food court being racist. I heard a baby crying behind him at one stage.
I hope that baby wasn't Asian.
Yeah, he would have fucking like.
Now I've got a follow-up question to further my judgment on this person.
Sure.
And if the question's too far, just clap and we'll cut the question out and we'll keep on going with our conversation. The messaging in the lead up to the phone conversation, was it sherry? That's not a word. Was it very like surface level, or were you guys like sharing details of your life?
No, it was relatively surface, but like in like a flirty. The vibe was nice. Yeah, I guess it was a little flirty. It wasn't anything. Some people take flirty as just like, you were showing each other your cock. It's like, no, that's not what was happening.
No.
Well, but that's how some people perceive gay people, is just like, they sucked each other's dick and then learnt each other's name. I'm like, yes, I've had those experiences before, but no, it was surface level flirty.
Okay, yeah, no, that makes it even weirder to be like, how are you? Well, I hate Asian people.
Literally, it was like, hey, how are you? And he was like, I'm good. I'm just in a food court, just like hanging out. I was like, oh, cool. And then he was just like, oh, my family are narcissists. And I was like, whoa, okay. And then he just told me all about that. I hadn't said anything. I just a few times chimed in and was like, yeah, right on. Yeah, cool. Yeah, right.
No worries.
And then it just, turned into, like he said, again, I'm not making any of this up. I wish I was for a funny story, but he at one point said, he goes like, I want to go overseas again, but I'd never go to China because like, I don't want to interact with any of those people. And I'm just like, what? And then he did ask me one question. He asked if I'd ever been overseas. And I said, no, I've never been overseas. And then I got to the point where it said, I don't like, what I was going to say was flying. And then he started again.
I don't like it either. I know what you're going to say.
He was like, ha ha ha. And then
Jim Sims.
I was just like, what the fuck is this guy's problem? Because, not to get to like, this isn't, again, one day I'm sure we'll have a Josh Robinson fucking dating profile episode of just like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Why is he still not with anyone? But when I'm in that situation, I don't like to be the one that's always talking, but fuck me, I like to tell someone about myself at some fucking point.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's got to be some
If
sort
he
of
wants
give and
me
take.
to overshare, I'll overshare too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ. Like, oversharing is one thing, and I'm like, okay, this dude's obviously gone through a little bit in his life and whatever. But Jesus Christ. There's just some things that you just don't tolerate. Racism is one of them. So, everyone listening, I'm sure none of you are that are listening, but what? Don't be a fucking racist.
I don't know. I've heard some things about Sophie. She's got those country. No, I'm joking. Sophie
Fucking hell.
could not be racist at all.
No.
She's way too nice. She's way too nice to everybody. Especially to me for winning the quiz.
Oh, well. She,
So, yesterday morning, Tuesday, for those playing the home game, I was at work, got to work early because it was...
No way, what a story.
No, wait for it. I start and finish early when I have Rory because otherwise I wouldn't get to his kindy in time. I wouldn't get home till forever.
Sure.
So I started early, got to about 8:30, got a phone call from my ex-wife saying, I'm on my way dropping Rory to kindy. He's just vomited. He can't go to kindy. She's a property manager, so she had inspections booked in all day and stuff. So she's like, can you have him? So I went and said to my boss, I'm like, look, Rory's sick. It's my day with him, like my night with him. She's booked in all her work around that because I've got him. So I'm going to take some work home with me and I'll try to do it at home, but I've got to go home. They were like, yep, no worries. So my ex said to me, I'll drop him off at your work. I've got to get to work though. So I was like, yep, no worries. She rolls up to my work with Rory. He's pale as, and she's got a bag of vomit in her hand. And she goes, she hands me his kindy bag. He walks over to me and I give him a cuddle. And then she goes, deal with this. And hands me a bag of vomit.
Yuck.
I'm like, nice. Cool.
Yuck.
I guess I'll deal with this.
Yuck.
And then she drove off but I got him in the car. I'm pretty sure he's just a bit lactose intolerant because he had cereal for breakfast. He did it last week on Friday when I dropped him off before golf day. He went home sick from kindy because he had a stomachache whenever he has cereal for breakfast. So I'm guessing he's just like a bit lactose intolerant. Because once he vomited, got it all up, he was like, right, it's party time.
Yeah, right. Welcome to the
We're
club,
driving
brother.
home and he's like, can I have my lunchbox? I'm hungry. I'm like, well, you got no breakfast left in your tummy.
It's definitely not gastro or anything like that then.
Nah. So he was right as rain after that. But it was very hard to try to do work at home with him. Just constantly, I'm bored. I'm hungry. I'm bored. I'm hungry. So that's fine. It is what it is. That's the lives of parenting, right? Haha. Parenting is so much fun.
I wouldn't know. I guess so. I guess.
Yeah.
Sounds awful. I don't like sick. I don't like being around sick. I'm a little bit of a germaphobe. So if someone handed me a bag of vomit, I don't know what I would do. I wouldn't be thrilled.
I'm like that as well. There's something about when you've got a kid that if it's theirs, it doesn't matter as much. I've been shit on, vomited on.
No.
If you did that to me, I'd probably be mad and I'd probably feel ill. But
I don't like hearing someone vomit. I don't.
Oh, no. Nah. Yeah.
I'm out.
No, me either.
I'm out. I'm not that friend that will help you if you're drunk, sick. I am like, I'm sorry. It's going to make it so much worse because I'll start vomiting.
Correct.
The smell of it.
The same.
I just try to help that other person out by being like, I'm not the person that can do that. I'm never the person on like a night out. If it was like a night out on the town or anything like that, and everyone else was drinking, and I wasn't, I wouldn't be the person that's like, I'm going to take care of. You're on your own if you're sick. I'll do so much, but you're on your own if you're sick.
Yeah, I agree. I'm no help, but when it's your kid, it's a little bit different. I mean, it gets on you. It's fine. It's whatever. Peed on, shit on, whatever. You just got to go through it, right?
I guess so.
Times I've had pee on me. It's a different kind of love to be able to wipe someone's ass. Do you know what I mean?
I couldn't. I really couldn't. I mean, this is coming from a person that literally eats ass, but I couldn't. Yeah.
Hang on, I'm trying to find something. You know how I said last week it was party season at Rory's Kindy? We're trying to get something organised for his birthday. So,
birthday parties with lots of children.
Birthday parties. Ugh. Yeah. Sounds terrible.
Ugh.
But lots of lovely people that are better than me have jobs where it's their job to entertain kids at a party. So I don't have to.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I would not like to do that. I can tell you that. No, thank you. Yeah. No fucking thank you.
We've found one that's like a gymnastics club do parties for kids where it's like they get to jump into the foam pits and balance on the balance beams and tumble on the foam mats and run around and just cause chaos, you know? So that's what he loves to do. So we think, why not that?
Yeah, that'll be fun for him, I'm sure. Fun for a lot of them, I guess.
Yes.
You could say.
So, you could say that. But
you could say it, but will you? Well, I just did. Well, we both just did.
Yeah, someone said it.
Hell yeah.
I've got a challenge for you.
Okay.
I'll let you... We can discuss the terms of the challenge.
Mm-hmm.
You and me, we can make it a however long.
Mm-hmm.
See who can get the biggest guest on here for an episode.
I'll just call up my friend Bianca Belair.
Do it.
Okay, what is considered a big guest though? We talking like
we talking like social media following?
Are we talking like someone on the Masked Singer and they take off their helmet and no one would know kind of guest, or are we? What is our
Let's like we're not going to get I was trying to think we're not going to get Taylor Swift.
Well, obviously
maybe Lautner.
Not.
But you know, maybe like we can go by the biggest social media following.
Okay, I could try, I guess. I mean, I have more people that I know of on social media than I guess you do purely by numbers.
Yeah. I'm just going to shoot my shot with some people.
What is a large social media following though?
Well, let's see who we can get and the largest wins.
Okay. Because, I mean, my social media following is okay. Why can't I just have myself?
Jeez.
I have 2,000 followers on yeah, well, I have 2,000 followers on Twitter.
You wait till I bully someone into making me call them while I'm at the food court next.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, see who we can try drum up.
All right.
Some sort of guest to be on.
I'm gonna shoot high and then just go down from there.
Yeah, correct.
I'm just going on my Twitter feed as I'm saying this, and I'm gonna say his name wrong. I'm gonna butcher his name. Peter Malakanalakis. What's his name?
Peter Malinowskis. Peter
Yeah, you fucked
Malinowskis,
it. You fucked it up the
the
first time
premier
too.
of SA.
Yeah, but he only has 31,000 followers. Loser.
Yeah, but the people that are really into Peter Mal,
He's a very attractive man.
not
And I say
social
that-
media users.
I don't say that about politicians because they're usually like 104 years
Crusty
old.
old farts, yeah.
Peter is a good-looking man.
Yeah, he is.
Have you seen that bod? It's pretty good. For a
Yeah, I have.
politician, I mean, what the fuck?
Mm.
Now I'm just like,
Well,
I'm just
don't
scrolling.
downgrade Peter like that. That's
What do you
like
mean?
saying. That's like saying I'm this. He's the smartest person in, I don't know, rugby league. You know, it's not. You don't put a caveat on that. He's a good-looking guy with a great bod for a person, not just a politician.
I get it. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Sorry, Peter.
Yeah, sorry, Peter. If you're listening, of course you are.
Yeah, sorry, Peter Malakanaskis.
Malinowskis.
Sure. All right. Well, I'll shoot for him. So that's your bar.
If you
I'll
can
see if
get
I
the
can get it,
Premier
mate.
of South Australia.
Imagine if I got the Premier of South Australia on here. Hey, mate, just reaching out to see if you wanted to come on this podcast. I've also interviewed Becky Lynch. Do you know who that is?
Previous guests include Peter and Elodie from the Crew Checked.
You'll be like, yes, of course.
Oh, yes,
see who,
I know the
follows
ones.
me. Trying to go through like my big followers on Twitter just to see if I have anyone that's like, you know, of somewhat magnitude. John Cena follows me.
You know who I'm shooting my shot at, right? I'm shooting right for the top of... I'm going for your heartstrings.
Haley.
No. I'm going the big dog LDD. Stinky Lou.
Yeah, see, I don't think she would come on. But you could try. Good old LDD. That'd be pretty fun.
The big dog.
I'm trying to see who I have. There's some followers that I'm going through following. I was like, oh, hold on. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, some people are following me. And then I realized it was on my following tab. Followers. Here we go. I got a lot of bot accounts up the top here. So that's off to a good start. Ooh, yeah, I don't have... I'm going to try and find someone. Maybe I really will shoot for Peter Malakanaskis.
If we got the Premier of South Australia on here, what would you talk to him about?
South Australian things?
Like what?
I don't know, like the roads and stuff.
How about them roads? Thanks,
No,
Peter.
like
Thanks for coming on.
Like upgrading them. There's a lot of roads around here that need an upgrade. Maybe he should talk to the council members of the Copper Coast. Well, I shouldn't dox my location, but whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to try
You
and
want to
shoot
go
for
the
Peter.
Premier?
I'm going to try and go with Peter Malakanaskis.
I think if you get him on here, you should probably learn how to say his name.
No, I'll just call him Pete. Hey, Pete.
Peter.
Mr. M.
Peter M.
Peter M. How you doing, Petey? Petey
Pet
boy?
Mal. They called ScoMo because it was
We should try and get
shortened.
ScoMo on here. That'd be a fucking brilliant time, wouldn't it? Jesus Christ.
No, that wouldn't be.
Holy fucking shit, that would be awful. Not trying
Paul
to
and Hanson.
I don't like it when you turn my voice
are we
down.
going to go full politics show, are we?
Ooh, that'd not go down well. If there's one thing I try to never talk about, it's politics. Because you're never going to make everybody happy.
Oh, I could go doyen of Australian radio, Sean Craig Murphy. Do you know Sean?
No.
If you've listened to a radio in South Australia in the last 25, 30 years, you've heard Sean's voice.
Yes, that's probably no. So, all right. You try and get LDD, and I'll try to get Peter Malakanaskis.
Well, we don't have to settle on them. We can, like, you know,
I'm
it
pretty
can be a
settled.
scale of, like, you know, do whatever.
I'll try to see what I can do, but no promises. But who knows? Maybe we'll get someone really cool.
Yeah. I mean, can only help, couldn't it?
Worst comes to worst, I'll just get my mother, like I keep trying to. She
I
probably
still
doesn't
think
have.
we
She
need
has.
to do the psychic episode.
Say again. What was that word you tried to say then?
I think we need to do the psychic episode.
Okay, well, yeah, I do have a person that I could easily get on here. She could come on here now. You know what I mean? Like, she's pretty lit. All right, well, I'll reach out to her this week.
Okay.
And she lives near me too, so I could probably do it with her in my home.
Oh, that'd be sick.
I thought you were trying to make a sexual innuendo. Then I was like, no.
Not at all.
She's not racist, therefore I can't be with her. Ha ha ha! Isn't that hilarious?
She doesn't have any of the qualities I'm looking for in a person.
Casual racism. That was probably what was so weird to me about it, is that he didn't stutter. He was just very, just
like it was a real thing.
Almost like, not in a good way, but impressive in the sense of just like, wow, you're really committed here, brother.
Mm.
You're not just like leaning, like you're like, no, this is who I am. I'm like,
oh
dear. All right, well, I'll get my friend on with us this week. I'm 90% sure she would be available to do such thing. So we can get her to read our cards, etc., etc.
I love that.
But I mean, if it gets too personal, though, I guess we'll have to chop it up a little, you know?
An open book.
I don't really care either, so...
Mm.
And it does make a difference when I actually know her, too, and she's pretty kooky, but, like, in a good way, you know what I mean? Like, not like...
Phoebe?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Yeah, like Phoebe from Friends. Just a bit weird, but, like, you love it. It's...
Yeah.
Eccentric, I guess you could say. She actually dresses a little bit like
quirky.
Phoebe now that I think about it too. Weirdly enough. So yeah, all right. Well, I'll reach out to her. I'll reach out to her like tomorrow, and I'll let you know. But I'm pretty sure she'd be pretty down. She lives like just around there too. So, yeah, I reckon she'd be pretty into it because she wants to do more stuff just to like get her name out there. Yeah, like, you know, she's been asking me a few things about, like, if I was to start a podcast, how the fuck do I do it? Because I have no idea. I'm like, well, I guess I can help you with that. So, scratch her back, she scratches mine, you know?
Mm.
All right, I'll reach out to her tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. So, look forward to that next week, friends. We'll try and get our cards read.
Yes. All right. I think that's all I've got in me today. If you're watching the YouTube version, my eyes are so bloodshot. I'm so tired. But I've got a nice block of chocolate waiting for me.
I've got 12 bites.
Oh, I love a 12 bite. 12. Are they caramel 12 bites or just normal ones?
They didn't have any caramel left at Woolies, so I just got the normal ones because they were on special for $3. So I've got some 12 bites to sit down on the couch and eat while I watch Gogglebox.
Love that.
It's gonna be a good time.
I'm gonna go watch 1% Club and take that block to Pound Town.
I'm gonna eat all of the 12 bites. There'll be 12 bitten.
Also, I lied at the start of this because it's not one; it's two. 2 blocks.
You're not gonna eat both blocks, though, are you? Was it a twofer though? Was it a twofer deal? Is that why you got 2? Oh, you just got... What blocks of chocolate have you got?
Rolo.
And
And
they both Rolo.
Hazelnut Kit Kat.
Oh. Okay. Well, they're
just trying it out. You know, I'm open to new experiences.
I don't love hazelnut, to be honest. Normal Kit Kat is where I don't do Nutella. What? That's your problem.
Okay. It's fine. It's fine. All right, I'm going to try hit this on the way out. See if I can get it this week. A2O Podcast on all your social medias, Twitter, X if you're nasty, TikTok, Instagram. Go check us out there and share our gear. Apple Podcast and Spotify is where you listen. Like us, follow us, give us a review, leave us 5 stars. That'll be great. Also share it with your friends. YouTube version's up at Josh Robinson 00. Watch all Josh's other stuff. It's all been 2K24, WWE 2K24 at the moment, so go check that out. I'm yet to get the game, but I'm looking forward to one day getting it. That's about it.
Follow our individual socials.
Mine's going to have stuff coming soon, so Razor07 for me, and Josh Robinson 00 on all your platforms.
Are you Razor29?
Oh, maybe. Who knows?
I think you're Razor29 because I've had to tag you in stuff probably more than you've looked at your social media. So, probably. And I'm going to be, you'll see me tweeting at Peter Malakanakas if he wants to come on to the show.
Yeah.
And I guess
I'm just going to slide into DMs.
And if you find my alt account, you can try and follow it. But if I don't know you, I won't accept you because it is a private Twitter account. So, but you can try. Good luck. Actually, I think it's in my Twitter bio. It's not, so...
And you posted it today.
I did post it today, but... Yeah, I don't accept everyone. I had a good old time with a few different follow requests, so I was like, not you. You can do, whatever. Anyway, go and do that.
All right.
Goodbye.
All right, friends. Goodbye.
Goodbye.